Okay, everybody, this is Sergey Garbar.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
A lot of you know me as a mobile home guy, but today I'm not going to talk about mobile homes. I'm going to talk about engineering profitable transaction. So my PowerPoint was reduced a little bit. Can we get next slide, please? Okay, I'm going to start with the lead. I received a lead from my mailing campaign that was done about a year ago. The seller held on for the letters. He also received 7 other letters from other investors. I happened to be one who picked up the phone. So guys, if you spend so much money on marketing, pick up the phone. Helps. I used Seminole County non-owner occupied list, and I didn't pre-screen for square footage, size, or year. I just mailed it geographically. I used these regular letters, and I print handwritten font through my printer. You can do it in Word. This was our initial conversation. He offered 2 condos for sale. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and 1 bedroom, 1 bath at $55,000 and $35,000. They both rented for $775 and $650. He wanted all cash. I had a limiting belief, then bigger than better. I'm talking about condos. And I wasn't not interested at the moment. But instead of going forward, I decided to ask more questions. When we talked to the seller, I learned that he is a retired banker and he's very well aware of numbers and also tax consequences associated with the sale of cash sale of the condos. I asked him a simple question, if he would be interested to take his equity in installments. He agreed. That was the pictures of the condos. They both in great condition in Seminole County. I presented comps to the seller and they were slightly lower. He agreed to take $5,000 discount if I buy both condos. And I'm like, whoa, both? I'm interested in only one. But I decided to go ahead and see the way the number is going to look. Next one, please. He wanted 20% down and 4.5% interest, and he would increase interest every 5 years for 0.5%. So if we work it down, we'll see that with the rent 775, I'm getting 144 as a positive cash flow on bigger 2-1 and 141 and a 1-1, which is almost the same. And he also mentioned that 650, that was a reduced rate because it was rented to his friend. That was the moment where I gotta engineer a profitable transaction. My concerns were the high down payment. There is no room for a second mortgage. And also low cash flow, that not including any vacancy management or repairs. I called my mentor, Augie Bailot, and this is the adjustments we came up. 10% down and 20-year amortization with 15-year balloon, which will lower my payment. And also, I'm going to start with 3% interest, which will reduce my payment even further, and then go to 4% in 5 years, and in 5 more years, 5.5%.
So where did you end up?
No, we're going to start with 3%, and then it will increase every 5 years. I presented my offers to the sellers with the numbers, and the positive cash flow came up to 201 and 231. Now I have a new tenant that's paying $700 on that 1-1. He agreed to accept my offer if I will buy 3rd Conda he happened to have in the same community. And that one actually was rented for $725 with a long-term tenant, which would net even more. So now I think bigger, not always better. I did inspection with the John Bolton. Yeah, man. But here's the tricky thing. Seller told me, why would you spend $1,000 for an inspection where you can keep this money and just, you know, fix if something goes wrong? I spent $700 and I got $1,700 return. I never lose money on inspection, guys. Do them. Next one. Closing was done during my break. I have a daytime job, and this is not the first one I do during my break. I end up paying $10,683. So I got more return on my inspection.
Handed him a tip.
because I had deposits for those rentals and also concessions, that was my down payment. And also the nice thing is that we had a closing on the 22nd, and my rental check came up on the 1st, which was pretty good. Value of the asset $120,000 and passive cash flow $8,256 per year. If we will calculate 3% appreciation, when the property is going to be free and clear, they will worth about $200,000.
Everyone, give him a round of applause, please. Awesome. What side of town was this on?
Castleberry.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, everybody, the numbers on this deal is written up in next month's newsletter if you wanted to get the exact numbers. Anything else you want to share before we wrap?
Yeah, and I got a testimonial from my seller. Who knows, there might be more condos that he have for sale.
Yes. Thank you, Sergey.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.